And good day. This is Kent Barnes, and this is the third of the podcast for this week of November the 1st. And this short podcast deals with the results of the recent elections that were held this past Tuesday. All three of the incumbents for the Holly Board of Education were reelected or given another 4 year term, and that was Mr. Tony Mayhew, Mrs. Robin Carr, and Mr. Michael Newcomb. I would like to thank Mr. Tim Turpening for his running for the Board of Education as well. And I'm hopeful in future years that other individuals will see the need as our current board members, some of them in the next election may very well choose not to run again. And I'm hopeful that other individuals will take the time and the interest to look into running for the Board of Education as needed. Obviously, people are asking, how does the election of Mr. Snyder and the Republican tsunami, how does that impact the public schools? Well, I don't know that the the impetus for everyone running for office was they had a need for a change in the public schools, but people are concerned about jobs. They're concerned about the economy, obviously. But one of the things that will occur here in the state of Michigan is indeed a review of the public schools. Now, I'm hopeful that review just doesn't center and focus on what we have considered to be public schools. It needs to include the impact of charter schools and other aspects. But indeed, I'd like to offer to any elected official, to any politician, state representative, state senator, a member of the governor's office, please come visit. Now, we don't need to have a media circus, but I would be glad to meet with anyone, show you our books, and discuss the thought of value added. That why do we do certain things a certain way? Well, part of that reason is there's some state and federal laws about the McKinney-Vento, the Homeless Act, Special Education Acts, 504. Whether we want to do these or not, these are laws that we have to follow. What's the value added? We have to do them. I don't sit. We had a child that moved into the district this past week that needed a parapro. It's not a matter of sitting here going, well, that's not really in the budget, so we can't do that. That's not the option. The needs of the child merited an individual to help him or her. That just comes out of the general fund. There is no other fund, and this is what I want to share with our elected officials. Evidently, in our House of Representatives here in the state, we'll have 63 Republicans, 47 Democrats, and then the state Senate also is Republican controlled. I am hopeful, though, that the results of the election will become this. There's an old saying in the South, there's a time to run for office, and then there's a time to govern. I'm hopeful that both the House, the Senate, the governor's office, we look at everything as Michiganders. I'm not from Michigan, even though this is my 12th year here, but this is my home. My home is not back in West Kentucky. My home is here. And I want to be part of the solution for the problems that face not just Michigan, but the United States. But I'm more honed, obviously, on Michigan and the Holly area, the five townships that we serve in the village of Holly. So the results of the election are very clear. People are concerned about the economy, about jobs, about transparency. I'm as close as the phone. I'm as close as your email. And I would be glad to meet with any group at a mutually agreeable time to discuss what we're doing, how we're doing it, and especially for our elected officials. Please, 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 if you have questions about the public schools, There's nothing wrong with having committees of university staff. There's nothing wrong about having committees with a lot of different individuals. But if you have questions about the public schools, talk to public schools people, individuals, and let us show you what we're doing and why. But please understanding the concept of value added. There are things that we do because they're mandated. And please understand that a lot of the mandates are not funded. They have to come from the dollars that we have. There's no additional dollars. So, in any event, I look forward to a greater discussion about many aspects of the results of the elections when these new individuals become official in January. I look forward to working with them, answering their questions, and then asking questions of my own regarding what path they're leaning toward, what they'd like to see us do, and offering a response as to what we can or can't do by state or federal law. So, thank you very much. And this was the third of the podcast for this week, and we just have 4 more to go. So, thank you very much and have a great day.